me get into this. So this is a sick match. I think a lot of people were really looking forward to ChrisG versus SonicFox for a number of reasons, right? First and foremost is that SonicFox has been dunking everybody, right? Like left or right, it doesn't matter. SonicFox is just destroying people. So I think that has been one of the big things about sort of why this match is so important. And on the other side, you have ChrisG, who everybody knows is hella good, right? He's been like winning a lot on the West Coast, and I think a lot of people were excited to see this. It's kind of a clash of the Titans, you know? So this is a really interesting match, and I think it's cool because SonicFox has the best offense in the game, and I think ChrisG has the best defense. So it was like a clash of styles, and they have different backgrounds, right? Like SonicFox, he's like, when I think about what SonicFox's biggest strengths are as a player, first and foremost is that he is excellent in the scramble. He is probably one of the best scramble players in the world, right? What I mean by that is that it doesn't matter what the situation is, like whatever happens, SonicFox is always ready for it. You know, he is excellent in the scramble, and he forces the scramble often, especially with how like kind of evasive he is on defense and the speed he plays at. It's really hard to match it, I think, you know? So I think that's one of his biggest strengths. The other thing is that he is very good at the RPS of offense and defense. His like ability to change up what he does in both of those immediately is super impressive. Like he is hella fucking good at it. It's actually kind of crazy. So that's one thing that I think that he is like super impressive at, right? He's super good at that. He's very optimal. He has great combos, great tech. Like he studies hard, you know? He's a really like well-rounded player, and he plays so many fighting games that he has a strong understanding of like basically any style of character, any style of offense and defense, right? And ChrisG is sort of the same way in that he has a deep level of experience with many fighting games, but you can see in sort of the way they build their teams that they have a different idea about how to play the game, right? So if you look at ChrisG's team up here, it's a much more standard Marvel team, right? The idea is 2-point characters and Vegeta assist. And the strategy you're going to see employed by ChrisG for a lot of this is get the hit with Trunks. He's going to get the hit with this fella here. Then he's going to tag into Android 18, let her run the offense, and if she ever takes damage, tag back into Trunks, play the neutral. If he takes too much damage, pull in 18, kind of drain some time there. Constantly rebuild blue life. You know, that's sort of the strategy that ChrisG will often run. And the point is that Vegeta just stays in the back the whole time. He'll be the assist. He's the utility character on this team, while SonicFox's team is very different. It's sort of, as he talks about, playing 3-point characters, and they all just sort of back each other up, and he switches in and out often. Really, though, 16 is the anchor character who stays in the back more than anything. His assist is really strong. It has some of the most hits done and lockdown in the game, which works well with both of his characters. And he runs Goku Black on point, who I think is one of the best point characters in the game, mostly because he controls neutral incredibly well with both of his air actions. Both of his air moves are really good. And the other thing about Goku Black is that he builds a lot of bar, and once he takes a little bit of damage, you want to tag him into like second or third and just use his assist, right? Because he has one of the better assists in the game. It's a really strong beam, excellent for combo extensions and locking people. There's a strong assist, right? It has a lot of utility in it. So like, yeah, you sort of put him on point, you let Goku Black do what he's going to do, build some bar, get some damage, run the neutral, and then after he has taken some damage, you get him out of there. So yeah, ChrisG's team is really built around the 2-point characters plus anchor idea, and SonicFox's team is a little bit more fluid. So that's what we're watching here.
Our only hit at the top 16 level.
Vegeta assist. That's going to give SonicFox a little bit of trouble. One thing you'll notice about SonicFox's neutral that he runs with this character very often is super jump, and then he does one of two things after he super jumps, right? After he super jumps, he either does God Slicer, which is the horizontal blade dash looking move where he goes that way, or he does dive kick, which goes like this. And after he does that, he can call an assist on either one, and the assist will be on the bottom of the screen and come in down here, or if he crosses you up, sometimes they'll come from the other side over here. And when I mentioned that 16 assist has a ton of hits done, that's why this is so important, right? Is that he can get pickups off of it even from here. So super jump back, dive kick from SonicFox, right? It gets clipped by a Vegeta assist. This is going to be a big issue for him because a lot of his neutral is first, right? See, this is a good example. A lot of his neutral is about being first, And sort of Vegeta assist is good at stuffing that. But dive kick, tech forward, air dash back, dive kick plus call 16 assist. 16 assist has a ton of hits done, so SonicFox just does the combo after, and ChrisG gets picked up.
It's very hard to deal with.
So the thing about the 16 assist is that not only does he just appear in your grill,
It has a ton of hits done. Up tech.
it has a ton of blocking.
One of the techs you have to study kind of how to deal with the most, right? The two most common options when you get knocked down in this game are up tech and delayed rise. You see those pretty often. Lockdown with both of his assists. One of the big strengths about Goku Black, right? That was great defense and a button there. Big strengths about Goku Black that we talk about pretty often, and we also have to talk about Shadow Abyss hitting me with the 499. Thanks very much for the sub. The thing about Goku Black, right, is that you see he gets the knockdown here. He does, you know, some pressure. He does air dash. He does a string here. He cancels into teleport, air dash again, right? Now there can be a big enough gap here that you can 2H. It just depends on what SonicFox does. Then he staggers his string, and because he staggers his string, hit assist starts to come back. If you keep it a true block string, then your assist won't start to come back, right? So that stagger is important here. So take as long as you can, cancel your S into 16 assist, teleport again, get the air dash mix up, stagger after the plus frames here, and then he gets hit assist again, right? So now he can teleport. This time ChrisG recognizes that there's a gap there because hit assist doesn't lock down as well as 16. Teleport reflect. SonicFox gets counter hit after vanish, hitting a button. Does he still have double jump? No. So decent damage on this from Chris. Tagging to 18 now. We talked about this being his strategy earlier, right? Get the hit with Trunks in the corner, then tag into 18, let her run offense, and her offense is really tough to see. Yeah, especially with Vegeta assist there. Destructo disc, and he vanishes it. And a tag into hit. And SonicFox, again, he has a lot of blue life here on Goku Black, so he's got to get him out, right? Yep, that's a fake out. He can air dash there and go to the other side. Overhead. Overhead is not really that threatening from hit, right? If you guys notice, one thing about hit, I think you should probably block low and react to the air dash most of the time against him. And this overhead, again, doesn't do that much damage, as you can see. Extends back, but he can, of course, chase you down afterwards. He forces the block. Not really a reason to get hit by that. Vanish, yep. That's the light auto combo there. Gives you a pretty good mix-up. And that's the one thing about hit that's really good after his mid-screen follow-ups is up tech, air dash back, or up tech double jump. He has a tougher time chasing this angle than many characters, right? As you can see, he has really great ground control, but yeah, worse air control than some characters. That's a really common thing that Chris does, by the way. When he tags in a new character, he'll almost always vanish cancel. He just wants to keep himself sort of safe. Lockdown here, Vegeta assist, air dash mix up. Yeah, SonicFox not going to get clipped by that. 3, and then he gets Goku Black assist. Boom, boom, boom. He can vanish. No, he just wants to level 1. He's probably alive, right? Overhead, good block, and he's sparking. This is one thing that Chris does more than many other people, which is level 1 sparking to keep his characters alive. Right, he just regained the blue life on Trunks, and I think that's what he wants, right? Command throw, he can vanish to get the combo. 6 bars. And that's a problem. One of the few assists that really gives you like something to cover vanish out of the corner, right? And this is something to keep in mind. This is one thing that I think maybe SonicFox is not thinking about as much. ChrisG calls out 17 assists plus Vegeta, and he's just looking for a lockdown here. So when he moves in, SonicFox gets the vanish, but again, it always homes to the main character here, whatever character's on screen. So yeah, he just gets clipped by Vegeta assist. You're going to see this happen to him a lot. ChrisG is very smart about where he places his assist. Vanish will be plus on block when it's done on the ground, but will not be plus if the vanish hits higher in the air. I'll give you an example when we see it. Wow, super dash hit him cross up there. That was crazy. Again, yeah, notice what SonicFox wants to do in the neutral here, right? Super jump, and he wants to go to God Slicer or dive kick, and then call assist. You can see a hit comes out here. Tries to kick 18. Wow, 2H, huh? Surprised to see that. This is going to be the knockdown for SonicFox tagging a hit, and he has He has good offense with hit here, but I don't know about the tag necessarily because he loses his Goku Black assist, although he probably just wanted some health back or something. Yeah, it's hard to deal with Vegeta assist there. You sort of have to respect it, and Chris is going to have 6 bars. Level 1, level 3 probably. Yeah. That'll do the most damage, right? That's like what you want to do there. Level 1 with 2 of your characters plus the level 3, and ChrisG now has in Vegeta. Both of his other characters are pretty beat up, but Chris is great about getting sparking confirmed, so we'll see what he's got. Yeah, he had changed the future assist out anyway, gets the hit. SonicFox thought he had more hits coming down from the sparking. And actually, I like what ChrisG does here. Instead of doing a level 3, he does 3 level 1s, and he does them all at the same time. One thing about sparking, the healing on sparking is very fast, especially level 3 sparking, right? You can see that he's sort of regaining the life of this combo as it happens. So level 3, I don't know if it would have killed or not here, because after he spikes him, he regains some life and stuff, and level 3 has some startup time. But if you do all 3 of your, if you do all 3 of your supers at the same time, right, you Z-change in, and they all hit at once, the burst damage is high enough to deal with the healing, right? You can't out-heal 3 things hitting him at once. If you do something that drains his life slowly, then the sparking will let you heal it back. But yeah, not there. He didn't have enough life.
All 3 characters alive, powering him to game 1 victory over SonicFox.
That was a dominating game 1 from ChrisG. And
ChrisG doing it. I'm not sorry, Trunks doing it for Daddy.
Yeah, again, dive kick plus assist. It's really common for SonicFox in neutral. This is how he tries to open people up, right? This is the majority of his neutral when he has his assist available. Dive kick, call 16, God Slicer. If ChrisG is trying to jump back on it, he does God Slicer because it hits horizontally. Then call hit assist, and hit will come out from behind Goku Black. Gets the hit, and he can confirm this, right? Pretty easy confirm for SonicFox there. And his 16 assist is about to be up, right? So he's going to have 16 assists here. Other side, ChrisG with the block. Hit assist is about to come up. He has both of the assists back up, and that's what the Goku Black's so good for, right? He has great staggered pressure, and man, what a tech! I don't think ChrisG really gets hit by much there. He tried to get that assist again with what's that fella's name? Hit doesn't work out. Look for the reflect. This is a great position for Chris, right? Uses both of his assists, but okay for 18 because she still has 17 to help her out. Dive kick, uses both of his assists. There's a long cooldown when you do that. And again, yeah, you can't move on Vegeta assist. Mini assist there would allow you to kind of get out of there, but that not a good example for SonicFox. Gets thrown. It's really tough to see the mix-ups when you're fighting against 18, because what happens is when she jumps, she does the medium version of 17 assist, and you can't really see what's happening because they're both kind of jumbled on the screen here, so the startup of it is kind of masked.
And ChrisG with the Dragon Rush of his own, not teched. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he hides the mix-ups. I don't know why SonicFox does that combo, honestly. I'm not sure exactly why he does that. The low of Vegeta assist again. It's one thing that Chris does a lot, right? He does something that moves him forward and then calls Vegeta assist, right? So super dash, call Vegeta assist, and block. And yeah, SonicFox is really a reaction-heavy player. He likes to hit buttons when he reacts to your movement, when he reacts to your offense. And so Vegeta assist, I feel like, kind of surprised him here because ChrisG was willing to just do stuff, block plus Vegeta, which is like a really common Marvel strat, right? Or like a versus strat in general, but it's safe and solid, and ChrisG's defense is really strong. 2-hit overhead this time. Low, yep, caught him. It hits him so often, actually. I'm surprised. It's very slow low, and it might just be Chris not being as familiar. Level 3, he gets hard knockdown, does not kill.
So rare in this game with 16. Not only have it with this level 3, but his command grab able to get him.
Nice.
Oh, missed the little dash after to get the combo. Sparking, keep her alive. Look at how much health she's already regained, right? He missed the combo there, but he still has lockdown with Vegeta. Change the future? No, 17 instead. Fake out on the low. Nice. That was actually really tough to see what happened, right? Because he has 17 here for lockdown, does empty vanish, and SonicFox tries to hit a button, but gets clipped by it. Actually, wow, it did hit Trunks too. Gets clipped by 18 instead. And so much bar for Chris here, right? Hit him with the burning attack. Man, this game is
Might as
pretty.
well.
Big damage, not dead. And Vegeta on point. Yeah, forces out the sparking from SonicFox, which I think he'll take, right? If he wants to keep 16 alive, that's fine with Chris. Yeah, that was a good example of a high vanish, right? The vanish done right here hits super high on SonicFox's head. You see that? So because of that, there's more time where he has to land on Android 16, so Android 16 can hit a button first. And yeah, I think he tried to throw tech the reaction to the throw or the light auto combo. Interesting. Delayed wake up from SonicFox. Again, two most common wake ups you see are up tech and delayed wake up. We're gonna watch this and then watch the top 8. Change the future. It just spikes him backwards. Not a lot you can do about that there, huh? Boom. He does not have Goku Black Assist, so he just opts to go for the air combo instead. I think that's a better choice. Yeah, he's dead. That was a good choice from him. This is the first set that they played in the top 32, yeah.
It's supposed to come together.
Yeah, the tick throw from Android 16 off of his light auto combo, you have to delay a little bit. So I think he just did a little, maybe a little too early. Change the future assist is gone from Chris. Vanish. He didn't get the combo. I think maybe because the last Ki Blast was hitting at like the same time. Yeah, he just gets grounded pressure here. Again, yeah, you see, this is what we talked about earlier, right? Hit doesn't really have a great option here to cover up tech. See that? SonicFox tried to go air to air with him after this combo. Spike him back down to the ground, and then he techs up and jump back. Just get out of there, right? Just get out of there. And hit, even with air-to-air attempt, can't reach him. Yeah, you can empty vanish by holding the vanish button. SonicFox tried a delayed wake up. Right, he tried a delayed wake up, so when he did air dash here, he just landed and hit the jab, and SonicFox tried to jab him out of it, thinking that he would have time while he was recovering, but the landing frames were not that long. So, yeah, this is winner's bracket, top 32, or to get into top 8, actually.
So I don't know what he did there, but he got hit by a media standout.
I think the counter is a counter hit state. Not that counter hits matter too much in this game.
Vanish. He doesn't have any other bar, and no assist. And Vegeta assist hasn't started to come back yet, right? Because he's in the middle of that combo. Change the future. Got him. Although solo, this is not nearly as scary, right? Yeah, he even used the metered air throw to get the combo there. Not that scary here, right? Vegeta assist gets knocked away. This is a good chance for SonicFox. The vanish again. That's one thing about Chris, right? Lots of vanish when he is low on life and his opponent's low on life. You see, this is something that he does a lot, right? Air dash forward right here. He does air dash forward, block, and he just calls Vegeta. And this is something that I think was giving SonicFox a little bit of trouble in the first game here. But Sonic gets like, yeah, he started. You can already see by the end of the set that he's dealing with it a little better. And there it is. Wrapped it up. Nice and clean from ChrisG. But you can already see by the end of that, right, that SonicFox was figuring out how to fight around the Vegeta assist a little better. Which was interesting. And Chris was scrambling enough to get rid of sort of the first few characters. Titans collide. Wow, 165,000 views. Oh my god. I should just be uploading this shit. Why am I trying to talk about this? I should just be uploading shit. I need better titles on my YouTube fucking channel. Jesus, 165,000 views. I need to make some shit up.